Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Hi, Angel. Hi, YouTube. How are you doing today, everyone? Hi, Mocha Glam. So cute. What a cute name. Good morning, YouTube. Renata, good health. Lisa, good health. Lisa, did you text me? Vovo, good health. Nikki, good health. Did you email me, Lisa? I got 2 emails. I didn't look at my emails, but I saw them. Hi, Gidget. Hi, Leah. Hi, Mary, the Gemini. How's everyone? Hi, Shari. Hi, Christy. Good health and good morning. Yes. Hi, TLT. Hi, Yolanda, the model. What a cute name. How's everyone doing today? It just is what it is. Okay. Hello. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning and good health, everyone. How are y'all doing in your COVID experience? Are you guys okay? Is everyone okay in their COVID experience? Are you surviving? Are you living? Do you have long COVID? Any family members passed away? How's everyone doing with COVID? It's not gone, by the way. California still has COVID. The cases are still rising. But I think it's not the original strand. That original strand was a death sentence. Child. How did any of us that are talking here today not survive the original COVID? Ooh, child, that was a beast. Boyfriend is currently sick. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Oh, child, I'm sorry. I'm doing okay and thankful I never got it. I know. Hey, can I tell you something? Don't tell everyone you never got it. Don't do it. Because they're looking for people that never got it. They might even pay you so that they could test your blood. But there's this woman, Henrietta Lacks, that had this special cancer blood that wouldn't die. The blood wouldn't die. They took the blood all the way up to space, and the blood still expanded. So they managed to take the blood and create medical stuff from her blood, right? But that's not the point, right? The point is, read the book, Henrietta Lacks. Do not look at the movie. Oprah shamed that woman. Oprah shamed that woman. Oprah shamed the woman's daughter. The one thing I can tell you about Oprah, she ain't nice. And she hates black people. And you could tell because the roles that she played is always this kind of role. As the ignorant person. I'm the ignorant person. So don't look at the movie. The book is thick. It's a good book. Now, it might be one of those books that you may not even want to read on your iPad. But, you know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but it's a good book to open up and sit down and give yourself a few hours a day to read. Because when you read what they did to this woman, I think they're being sued right now. I think they're being sued right now. Check out the book. Check out the book. What is it called? The Incredible Life of Henrietta Lacks or something like that. Check out that book. This woman wound up with cancer. And the thing is, because cancer's a beast and they kept stealing her stuff, they kept looking at cancer in general, but they began to realize that her... Good morning, Mr. George. That her cancer didn't die. And so at some point they tried to preserve it because it just kept growing. But the crooked doctors that stole her blood was also very contagious. So it had to be managed well. And she had the type of blood that you could breathe on it, you could accidentally touch it, and you got cancer. So her blood got revenge on those people. Trust and believe. You don't, oh, child. They don't describe it the way I'm describing it, but that's exactly what happened. Her blood caught revenge. You stole it? Okay, watch. So it turns out they had to create like this laminar airflow so that her blood is contained in this like sophisticated blah, 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 but it keeps growing, right? And wherever it's contained, the airflow goes out, but you cannot touch her blood. But they use it, but you cannot touch it. Like you have to touch her blood with care. Law and Order did an episode about that. Are you kidding me, Nikki? I thought I watched every Law and Order episode. Oh, I would love to see that episode. Now, I'm a big fan of giving blood. That's the one thing I'll do. They're like, Miss Brown, we need to give blood. We need to get some blood. I'll be like, here, take my blood. See my veins. I got good veins. No drug addict veins. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. However, what's the point? However, I don't know what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. What? Oh my God. I have got to find this episode of Law and Order with Kadeem Hardison. What? Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. That's going to be a good episode. Law and Order episode with Kadeem Hardison. So getting back to COVID, they're looking for people. They're looking for people right now that's never caught the COVID. Don't do it. I don't care if they're paying you $500. Don't do it. You're going to disappear. You're going to disappear. You're going to die. You're going to be in some dungeon somewhere. You're going to have a help wanted. We can't find you. Probably going to be black. You know the miracle of this chocolate shit. Don't do it. I don't care how broke you are. Don't do it. You ain't going to live. You see how they lie to us from the president on down about this COVID? You ain't going to live. Hey, we'd like you to come back in for some more tests. They do that kind of weird look. Hi. Yes. Tracy? Yeah, I'm Tracy. You got the $500? Oh, of course we do. Yes. We're going to take some more tests. And then when you're done, we're going to give you the $500. Could you just step into the dungeon? Run. 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 You're going to die. Sherry, Sherry. Some things are a little unacceptable. Do you have thyroid issues? If you have thyroid issues, go get yourself checked. It's two different things that we're talking about, guys. It's two different things, right? Taking care of your medical health is important. They gotta pull blood to check your thyroid. It's all about numbers. Oh boy, you're gonna make me regret I'm talking about this. You gotta take care of your medical health. They can only see your medical health by pulling blood. I'm dead serious. I'm not talking about your constant, informed, educated medical health. I'm only talking about COVID, everyone. Everything else, take care of your body. Go to your doctor. Let them check your thyroid. Let them pull blood from you. Get the meds that you need and live. Live. Okay? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Lover says, yes, indeed, getting ready to make an appointment now because my blood isn't right. You got to make sure what is brewing inside your body, and they don't know that until they pull blood. So you're not allowed to have fear of blood work. Blood work tells the doctor something. Oh, you too, lots of thyroid issues in your family. Now, doesn't thyroid lead to Graves' disease? And it'll be the last test. Well, oh yeah, right. You're right, sweetie. Do you understand? Yes, please take care of yourself. It's so important. Please, let's not be ignorant Black folks. We are not Tuskegee experiments. We're not talking about that era. Get yourself checked because it could lead to bigger things. And even if cancer comes upon you, we want to catch it at zero. We don't want you not getting your blood test and you're a 4. All right, Sherry? Oh, look at you, CW. Burdock root, golden seal, and golden seal cleans the blood out. Thank you for that. I have hypothyroid. My hair fell out. I take meds and Graves' disease, but now I overcame it. Oh, yes. I think I'm trying to tell Sherry that too. If you look at Wendy Williams with her thyroid disease that turned into Graves' disease, that turned into lymphedema, and her feet are disgusting, that's from not taking care of your health, sweetie. That's because you wait too long to keep accessing medical information for yourself. And that's a very common thing with Black folks. You got medical information out here, and modern day Black folks are like, I don't trust them people. I'm talking about COVID. I'm not talking about your everyday health, right? If you're a diabetic, how do you know your numbers unless you're getting blood work? There you go, Christy. That's what you do. Yes, I go to the doctor for anything. My mom died at 16 from cancer, and they cut her arm off. Wow. Whew, that's heavy. Thank you, Mocha. Yeah. So I don't want to confuse my people. Remember, when I talk, it's comedy hour, right? It's to give you a break from the hell that we live in, right? We're not going to take anything I say too seriously, okay? Now, I do believe that if they're looking for you, if you've never got COVID, and they're looking for you, I honestly believe you should not go. And I'm going to stick to that. That's all I said. Anything else, you got cancer in your family, diabetes runs through the black blood, high blood pressure. You don't want to go to bed and not wake up because you had high blood pressure and didn't know it and needed meds. Anything else, make the appointments to see your doctor. I am not authorizing you not getting any blood work. I'm authorizing love for yourself and medical love for yourself, and have a relationship with your doctor. Okay? Oh, Barbara. Did I do a reading on that? That Wendy needs to remove her breast? I did a reading on that. She's so stubborn, she'll never do it. She's so stubborn, she'll never do it. So, Cherie, I want to hear that you went to the doctor. I want to hear positive words from you one day soon that you did go to the doctor, you did get your blood work done, and you had a healthy conversation with your doctor. All right? Do me that favor, Cherie. I want to know that you took a step to invest in yourself. That's a good point. That's a good point. Did you heal by holistic medicine, by the way? Who said that they had it? Love me all over. Did you heal by holistic medicine? So here's my theory with holistic medicine. My theory is by the time you're diagnosed with something, you need meds from your doctor. That's my theory. Once you get the meds from your doctor, then look into holistic remedies. That's my theory. I think by the time you get to a doctor, you can't do the holistic therapy because holistic therapy takes longer and sometimes meds react immediately. So that's my theory. Listen to the doctor first and then find a holistic doctor or holistic remedies. Is there medical racism in New York City, child? Oh, Lord. I know Nikki, and she's had her breast plants in for over 25 years. Like her breasts are antiquated. But she won't go under. She won't take them out. She thinks they don't bother her. Love me all over. They gave you steroids. Sometimes steroids, I got steroids. I was injured years ago, and I get steroids. I fucking love steroids, right? And I think I was addicted to steroids, right? So one day I go to the doctor, maybe too soon, and I was like, I need my steroids. I was like, I need my steroids. I need my steroids, doc. I need my steroids. And the doc looked at me like I was an addict, and he goes, no more steroids for you. And I was like, no, doc. No. I need my steroids. Like, I was going to, like, beat him down. Like, I need my steroids, right? And the doctor said, actually, the steroids will kill you. It'll break your bones down. And something in his voice was, there was a lot of care in that voice, right? Oh, and by the way, I was going to different doctors for the steroids, right? And this particular doctor, he's like, no. He's like, no. He's like, you're going to learn to deal with your new body and the pain that comes with it. And you're going to learn to deal And something in his voice that I heard, because sometimes I think God is in a room, or God steps inside of a soul to get to you to understand something. And sometimes I feel like that happens to me a lot. And so it was his voice and the care. And he was like, no, no steroids. And from that point on, I stopped looking for steroids. There was something in his voice that just told me he was trying to save my life, right? Yeah. I had African American doctors in Cali. It is a good feeling. You know why it's a good feeling? Because you have a doctor and she comes in and she cute. She got her hair hooked. Like, it's so cute. And they walk in all black girlish, but they a doctor. It's the cutest thing ever. And I always go, you're the cutest doctor. Hello. I love black doctors. It's so true. Mm-hmm. And they talk to you in your, vernacular, in your language. Like, they'd be like, hey, girl. You're like, hey, girl. How you doing? I'm doing fine, girl. You're a doctor. You're so cute. Mm-hmm. I love black doctors. That didn't work, laughing and drinking. Lord have mercy. I just love me some black doctors. Love me some black doctors. Oh, child. All right. What we doing? I gotta go to chiropractic today. Mm-hmm. I'm okay, child. The good part is that if I die on camera, you guys would know it. That's the good part. I never worry when I'm on camera. I'm like, if I die on camera, somebody gonna know it. Besides, my door is wide open. All right. I love black doctors. I have one now. Yay! Yay! They're the best. Black doctors are so much fun. They just, they're the best. All right. Not anymore. It's been like 3 years now. I overcame my hypothyroid. Congratulations. By the way, let me tell you something. For the most part, and I mean this, even cancer, if you change two things, the way you eat and look at your environment. Look at your environment. The way you eat is key, period, number one. Key, period. If you change the way you eat, that's probably the main thing that's going to save your life for black people. They feed us shit in all black neighborhoods. Most of us live in all black neighborhoods. Now, I never lived in an all black neighborhood. I did when I was 13. I lived in Harlem, but that's a little different, right? It's a little different back in the day. When I got to be an adult, I never lived in an all-black neighborhood. I didn't even raise my son in an all-black neighborhood, right? Because I couldn't trust, to me, it's just me talking, I couldn't trust, as a single parent, the black men in the neighborhood. I couldn't trust that my son could go walk to school safely, right? So I never lived in an all-black neighborhood. Or Korean neighborhood, or white neighborhood, mixed neighborhoods. I love mixed neighborhoods, right? One day I said to God, I was in an all Korean neighborhood, right? And the Koreans, okay, it's a long story. There's problems in California with Koreans and blacks. It's a long story. A really bad story. Here my black ass walk into a Korean neighborhood, right? And every time I would meet up with an old Korean lady, because it has to be an older one that remembers the history. I don't remember the history. I wasn't even in California when I think it was the Watts riot, when the riots went down, right? And so I meet up with an old Korean lady, and they would be like, "You're so nice. You're so nice." And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Next one, you're so nice. You're so nice." I thank you. What the fuck? Why am I you so nice? Why is you so nice? I was like, what the hell is going on? Then I understood that there was this ridiculous history between Koreans and blacks. They did not like each other. They spat at each other constantly. And it culminated to a little black girl getting killed inside of a Korean store for a 10-cent piece of candy. Right? So, the riots ensued, as they should have. As they should have. Right? So now I'm living in Koreatown because what happened after that is that they redlined the blacks and moved them out of Koreatown, but the blacks were there first. Moved them out of Koreatown, and so Koreatown Koreans became the dominant people in Koreatown. Now I don't know this history. I'm looking for an apartment. I don't give two fucks. I'm looking for a right price. The price was beautiful. It was a lovely studio apartment. I felt completely safe there. That's all I'm looking for is safety and whatever. I'm leaving the valley, and I wanted to have city environment. In any case, I'm in Koreatown. It's where I meet the church, my people, my best friend Fletcher. So there's a reason that I wound up in Koreatown. Like, God knew what he was doing. You got to trust God in the process. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I wound up meeting some really good people from my church in Koreatown, right? But they weren't Koreans. They were everything but Koreans, right? Everything. Philippine. Fletcher was a Native American Indian, a couple of blacks, all right, whatever. A lot of whites. Mm-hmm. In any case, I stayed there for like 6 years. One thing's for sure, I'll stay in the neighborhood for quite some time. But then, gotta get going, gotta move, gotta get the itch, right? And I said to God out loud, I said, God, I want to live in an all-black neighborhood, please. Please, may I live in an all-black neighborhood. I'm not even going to tell you the story about how this apartment came up. It came up. And the first day in my all-black neighborhood, I'm going to the local store, Ralph's. And a black man says to me, "Good morning, Queen." And I was like, thank you, God. It felt right. Thank you, God. Oh, is there a story on Netflix about the incident? Ooh, about the little girl in Koreatown? Saddest story ever. Nobody should have lost their life that way. That was just racism, true and true. That was just saying, I don't like you. And it was very coward of these people to put it on a little girl. Right? It was a little girl. Right? It's the saddest, that story, ooh, child, saddest story ever. In any case. Oh, child. It's hurricane season. It's hurricane season. So the weather gets moist during hurricane season. It's not good. And I was going to leave that out, but your Love Me All Over knows the story. The person that did the shooting, nothing happened to that person. Yeah. that's the racism in the judicial system as well. Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why it's important to understand the difference is that white people do worse things and get a slap on the wrist. This little girl was in a mom and pop shop. I'm not even sure if she was even stealing. I think they accused her of stealing and took out a rifle or a gun and shot her. So I hope the woman that shot her lived in hell, because you shot an innocent child. There's no way your spirit can live well. There's no way. So I'm not a fan of getting mad, because I know from which the soul has to live with, and the memories that that woman had to live with. And there's no way that woman could even die and think that she gets to go to heaven. I'm not saying there's a hell. I'm saying she doesn't get to go to heaven. Oh, she tried to give the lady the money. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shot her. Every line I drop is going over the whole scenario. Shot her in the back even. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? All right, guys. All right. Brittany Griner is on trial today. So I'm going to come back later and we're going to do a video for Brittany Griner. All right. You know, I have to tell you, Christy, I think I would be the same way and be proud of it. And I would be going in jail like, guess what I did, right? You hoes want to fuck with me? I've already gone mad. Guess what I did, right? I would do the same thing. Then I would be in jail counseling all the women, encouraging them to get out and get better lives. Like, I would turn that shit around. They'd have much respect for me. Tracy, I'm getting out tomorrow. What do I need? Don't fuck with no niggas. I'd be a mama beast in jail. When you go to jail, ask for Tracy. I'd be that one. Yep. If it were my job. In any case. You're not late. I came early today. I'm trying to change the time to 8 o'clock, by the way, because I got I have a chiropractic. I got chiropractic therapy. So I'm trying to change it so that I could. All right, who cares? 8 o'clock from now on. Although it's hard for me to get up at 8 o'clock. When I first got here, I would get up at 6. I would be up for hours. Now that I actually gave myself a job, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to get up now. Now that I gave myself a job. But I'm going to start getting up at 8 o'clock so that I can get my therapy in. All right, guys? Who's that? What do you mean, who's that? What do you mean, who's that? Love me all over? All right, 5 things you need to know today. SCOTUS. SCOTUS. All right. The Supreme Court. Oh, I'm the CNN correspondent for YouTube. Nobody pays me for this job, so it's an unofficial, voluntary job. All right? Brittany Griner, don't do that. Look her up. She's one of our own. Just Google Brittany Griner, okay, sweetie? The Supreme Court ended its blockbuster term on Thursday with two major opinions. The court dealt a huge blow to the Biden administration by curbing the Environmental Protection Agency's ability to broadly regulate carbon emissions from existing power plants. But in a win for the White House, the court gave President Joe Biden a green light to end the Trump-era Remain in Mexico immigration policy, which allows officials to send non-Mexican migrants to Mexico to await their U.S. immigration court hearings. This ruling comes as the conservative Supreme Court continues to transform the legal landscape around an assortment of hot-button issues, including abortion, gun rights, and religious liberty. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't care. They're going to have to reorganize who the Supreme Court is to America. That's going to be the most important thing that President Biden is going to have to work on after November elections. Abortion. President Biden on Thursday called for dropping filibuster rules to pass abortion rights into law, ending the filibuster. The 60-vote threshold in the Senate needed to pass most legislation would mean bills could pass by a simple majority instead of being held up by a minority. However, despite Biden's newly announced support for the filibuster, the best bet in doing so would be next year, I told you, and only if Democrats gain at least 2 Senate seats. Ukraine. After a highly consequential summit this week, President Biden and NATO leaders pledged to support Ukraine for as long as it takes. Although few were willing to offer an actual time frame for an end to the conflict. See, this is bullshit. They're all speaking hot air and doing nothing, and this is World War II. This is Germany with the Jews. Nobody helped. This is a lot of hot air. Ukraine's allies ramped up their response to the war this week with new sanctions and more military aid. But it remains unclear whether these steps can change the battlefield momentum that currently favors Russia. They are taking over Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky urged NATO leaders to help him regain the initiative during a virtual address to the summit, pleading. Why is this man pleading to you asswipes? Pleading for more modern weapons and sustained support to battle the Russians. On the ground, Russian forces left Snake Island in the Black Sea after Zelensky on Thursday said Ukraine carried out a remarkable operation. Russia, however, claimed it had withdrawn as a gesture of goodwill. I love Russia. Russia is crazy. Russia goes, we're going to open a pathway for citizens to get out. And then he bombs them, right? Russia goes, we're not going to bomb today. And then he bombs them. Russia goes, we're not taking over. This isn't even a war. Russia goes, we're not in a war. And he's taking over the... Russia is hilarious. Hilarious. You can't believe nothing that comes out of Putin's mouth. Nothing. It's... Okay, Brittany Griner. Listen up. Who's Brittany? Love me on over. Listen. The trial in Russia of American basketball star Brittany Griner is expected to begin today after officials there claimed she had cannabis oil in her luggage in February, a week before Russia invaded Ukraine. That's critical. That's critical. She got caught out there just before this war. It's critical to understand why she's still in Russia. In her off season, she plays for the Phoenix. She plays for the Phoenix Mercury. And in her off season, she plays for a Russian team. Griner was arrested at Moscow airport and had been detained for more than 4 months. Russian authorities accuse her of smuggling significant amounts of a narcotic substance, an offense punishable up to 10 years in prison. Her detention, which has been extended for 6 months, pending the trial's outcome, has sparked a wave of support in the U.S. Griner's wife, Sherelle, is urging President Biden to strike an exchange deal with Russian authorities to release Griner and bring her home safely as soon as possible. That's so sad. Travel chaos. As the U.S. heads into the busy July 4th holiday weekend, travel experts warn delays and cancellation are likely to impact flights over the next few days. More than 1,500 flights were canceled in the U.S. this past weekend, and Delta Airlines has already trimmed about 100 flights a day from its July schedule to minimize disruption. Delta also issued a waiver for July 4th travelers as it braces for passenger volumes not seen since before the pandemic. And as airports fill up with the most travelers in years, weather will still be a big factor this weekend, impacting both airlines and fireworks display. Here's the thing, airline industry. These tickets were brought in advance. You act like people are buying tickets at the last minute. These tickets were brought in advance. How are you not ready? How are they not ready? I'll tell you how they weren't ready. They fired everybody during the COVID. Everybody. They put all their fleets away. And to get those fleets up to par takes a lot of maintenance. And then they had staff shortages. So whatever their plan was, it was an awful plan. You know how busy America can get. This isn't new to you. You were being paid to get these flights ready. What did you think was going to happen? And what did you do with our monies? I don't pay you for you to steal my money because you're stealing my money. And you're lying. You're all lying. You know, oh, it's going to be weather. It ain't weather. Some of them already planned to just cancel out all of July. I was going to see my sister. I'm petrified to see her. Her birthday's July 19th. I am petrified to see my sister. I know. Because COVID ain't gone. COVID is all up in the airports. And everybody's flying with no mask now. Everybody's flying with no mask. I don't know if you need masks in the airports. I don't even know this anymore. But what is happening is COVID is just everywhere. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I was going to see my sister, but I don't want to go see my sister with COVID running, and I'm the only idiot wearing a fucking mask. Oh, she said, did she say COVID was bad? Is COVID bad, Teresa? I know it's bad. Oh, two friends, July 19th. It cancels her trip. I can tell you through my sister. Ciao. All right. It is airborne. Oh, one of my friends. We'll talk about this. One of my friends said, okay, listen to this, right? Girl, I miss Tony too. She misses me too. Oh my God, my baby sister. I'm the baby sister, but you know, she acts like the baby. Let me see. Okay, somebody said, basically, no, wait. Somebody, let me see if I can get this. Come on. Oh my God, the phone. Let me see if I can copy. Let me see if I can send it to myself. Tracey Brown. Call me a clown. Oh, damn it, I can't. My phone's broken, guys. It's all right. So I'm just going to read it. So, somebody said, let me see if I can find it. I'm just losing YouTube. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Somebody said on Twitter, right? COVID-19 is not AIDS, but it may weaken the immune system, at least significantly, for a short time. Because your immune system is weakened, that gives other pathogens a better chance. We should see mysterious outbreaks of meningitis and hepatitis and so on and so forth. And then somebody responds, AIDS is a syndrome of symptoms, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, and reserve it for people infected with casual HIV. If COVID-19 could cause an immune deficiency syndrome, then technically it's airborne AIDS. So the question was, so this means that COVID-19 is acting like AIDS. Could this explain why long COVID is a thing? Right. What's RSV, Teresa? Thank you. See, you guys get it. IG, you all missed it, but they're asking whether or not COVID-19 is actual AIDS. And the end result is that COVID-19, the way it can bring up other symptoms could be airborne AIDS. So, what's RSV? Right? Oh, hell, right? Yep. And it's bringing on all kinds of things, monkeypox, whatever Justin Bieber has, right? Blood clots, like all kinds of things right now. And now they're talking about hepatitis and meningitis as other symptoms. And if they're talking about hepatitis and meningitis, then that means that there are cases related to COVID with hepatitis and meningitis, and they're not telling us. And that's upsetting. That's what upsets me about the CDC, the government, and media. It can act like airborne AIDS from the symptoms, right? All right, everyone. Horoscopes are up. Horoscopes are up. What? I didn't know that, Christy. Oh, I didn't know that, guys. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God, I can't right now. Oh, child, I didn't know that. Which, by the way, has nothing to do with taking a vaccine. Yeah, that's the other thing with the vaccine. I'm not trying to. All right. Yeah, the vaccine tends to attack issues that you're already dealing with. So it can exasperate the very thing that you're trying to maintain. All right, I'm over it. Mostly found in babies. Why are they not telling people this? Oh my God. All right, guys, I'm out. I gotta go to chiropractor. I'm already late. Takes me 8 minutes to walk up the hill and wait for the bus, but I'm already late. I gotta go. I love you. Tracy After Dark, we're gonna talk about salt magic. Tracy After Dark. All kinds of salt y'all don't know nothing about. I'm gonna teach you. Tracy After Dark, 9 p.m. All right? I'm gonna come back on later to do a prayer for Brittany Griner. Well, it's not that it hasn't been around for a long time. It's what I'm hearing is that it's becoming more prominent amongst babies. That's what I'm hearing more than anything. Most of these diseases have been around. Seriously, they're not new to the medical community, but why is more than one person in matter of, minutes getting the same things? And that's the difference. Yeah, have a good day. Have a good day. After Dark. No, not on IG. It's too much. Not on IG. It's going to be After Dark on Blog Talk Radio and YouTube. Okay? IG don't know how to come over to anything else but IG. IG is like, we don't do other things, Tracy. We do IG. Come on over to YouTube. You're missing some really good information on Tracy After Dark. But I hope to see you there later. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, if you need a reading, all right, text me 213-458-7408. Bye, 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 bye.
Gal